Hello, welcome to All Football. This is match week 15. Um,
13.
wow, 13. I've had a long day, as you can tell. Right, match week 13, game preview for Leicester City versus Everton. Um, I don't know. Any key injuries, first of all?
Uh, Johnny Evans is suspended.
Okay.
James Rodriguez still out.
Right.
Oh, they also don't have Leicester. They don't have Johnny Evans suspended. Sionku is out, and Ricardo Pereira both are out. And
Yeah, but these players that you mentioned, they haven't been playing much
no,
anyway.
they are
And
regular.
they were before, but have they been playing the last two or three matches
Yeah,
where
true.
Jamie Vardy is the main man, obviously. Telemans another one. Vardy's been basically the game. James Maddison, another one, got the double in the last match. Both of these teams, Leicester City and Everton, I think have been doing so well. Not so well. Leicester has been doing so well, I think, in my opinion. Everton were doing so well, and steadily, I think they've built up again with the return of Richarlison. James is still out, yes. Dominic Calvert-Lewin still doing good. And they beat Chelsea, just about actually. Penalty though, wasn't it?
Mm. Mm.
So it wasn't exactly a convincing win, you could say,
Yeah.
but a win's a win at the end, and that must have boosted their morale. They're still um hanging at not hanging, but they're at they're in the top part of the table.
Mm.
So I don't know, but I'm gonna go for a draw for this match.
You're going for a draw, I think.
Yeah, so I think there will be goals, so I'm not gonna say 0-0. 2-2.
I'm gonna go with 1-1.
So you're going for a draw too, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they're quite a balanced side, I think,
I
but
don't know. I have a
I think
feeling that Everton can bring their A game against big teams at least.
so can Leicester. You know what I
Mm.
love about Leicester, especially, they are quite persistent, very persistent. In terms of persistence, I think Leeds and Wolves are, that's like the definition of persistence. Like today we saw Wolves versus Chelsea. Wolves never gives up. That's what I love about
Yeah.
them. And Leicester have the same kind of qualities. Um,
Mm.
but yeah, on the other hand, Everton quite a solid side at the moment. Apart from James, no key injuries. None of the players are missing, and they will be very much encouraged by the win against Chelsea. So they're going to want to maintain, or rather get back to the form that they had before the international break.
Yeah, true.
So, yep. Okay,
Yep.
that's, yeah, draw Leicester versus Everton.
Yeah. I'm going with the draw 1-1. You're going with 2-2. Perfect.
Right, next one. There we go.
Leeds Newcastle.
Hello. Huh?
Leeds Newcastle, right?
Okay, you're writing these timings down, yeah? So 4 minutes and
Don't worry. I listened to it anyway, just to finish it at the right time.
Aston Southampton, right? Hello, welcome to All Football. This is match day 13, game preview for Arsenal versus Southampton. Tomorrow, Wednesday kickoff, 6 p.m. Let's go. Where do we start? Let's see. Arsenal with their horrendous form at the moment. Twitter has been on fire, basically, trending everything to do with Arsenal. On who did they lose against? The own goal by Aubameyang.
Ah,
Was it?
that that
Huh?
was against Burnley.
Burnley. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. In their dark uniform. Yeah, that's it. I don't know, man. What can you say? Yeah, they're in really bad form at the moment. All sorts
I
of
I'm not an Arsenal fan, but I feel bad for them. But then in a
you do.
way, it's football, so that's
It's
life.
football. It's football, exactly. It's all part of the game. But yeah, like you say, you do feel kind of feel bad for you do kind of feel it for who though? Who do you feel it for? You know, the manager?
Arteta, I
Yeah,
feel it
okay.
for
That's the only bit of sympathy I have for Arteta because I do like
yeah,
Arteta. But you that's it pretty much. My sympathy feels no, my sympathy goes also towards the youngsters in Arsenal because
yeah. The
I talk about the
that
youngsters every
that
time.
blame goes to Arteta because he just needs to be like, screw you, uh, regular players. I'm gonna give youngsters a chance. You're not doing anything. You're losing anyway. Youngsters, go out, show me what you can do.
I don't know, man. It's probably easier for us to sit here and say that. And you know what? I agree. I agree to some extent. But yeah, my sympathy a little bit for Arteta. But a lot of it for the youngsters who every time they play, every time they get game time, they show that they want to play. And then you get um the seniors, Aubameyang and Lacazette, and it's like they're like off, 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 on, off, off, semi on, off, off, and that's the kind of games that they've been having, and that's just not on. Uh,
Yeah,
Southampton, on the other hand, completely opposite. They have had a brilliant run of games. They're in top form at the moment. They've got Danny Ings after the injury. Before the injury, after the injury, he seems like the same man, unchanged. He's still doing good. James Ward-Prowse, what a player! What a right foot! What a free kick! What a corner! What a cross! Can you tell I'm a big fan? But there's no kind of telling what he can do. The beautiful crosses that he can provide. You got the defenders. You got the Kyle Walker-Peters. You got Vestergaard sometimes scoring goals. That massive height. Every corner he's in there, and not every corner he looks like he's going to score, but he does something, right? He attempts.
that fear of the counter
Yeah,
attack
exactly. The
that
the
we
the
saw at Chelsea.
Yup, exactly. Putting that pressure on the opposition. So Southampton very much in form. Arsenal very much out of form. I can't even say it should be an entertaining match. Because with Arsenal, you don't really know what you're going to get these days, right?
Yeah,
With
yeah,
Southampton,
true.
at least we have a bit more consistency. We know we're going to get um, constructed football. So yeah, I'm gonna go for 2-0 Southampton.
Mm,
That's my prediction.
yeah, considering Arsenal's only scored 10 goals this season,
Mm.
yeah, I think 3-0 for me.
3-0 Southampton. Fair. I
Actually,
think that's
yeah,
a
I
considering
the
everything, I
main
think that's a
reason for
fair
me
prediction.
going that is I banked too many times on Arsenal to fight back.
Mm.
They've just given me nothing, so I'm going against them tomorrow.
Yep. Um, maybe we'll make another video about Arsenal. So yeah, interesting topic. We could talk about so many different things.
Yeah,
But yeah, 2-0 for me, 3-0 for you. I think that's
yeah,
fair. Okay. Right.
yeah. Cool. Moving on. Third game at 6 p.m. That is Leeds United versus Newcastle United.
Wait. Let me say welcome and then you say that again, I guess. Because if I say welcome, I just keep going like a train. So you just have to butt in or something at the first opportunity, right? There we go. 9:20. Welcome to All Football. This is match day 13, game preview for
Leeds
uh,
United versus Newcastle United, the Battle of the North Uniteds.
right, here we go. Tomorrow, Wednesday, kickoff 6 p.m. Um, what do you think? What do you think of
My
this
main
fixture?
man is playing, mate.
Wilson.
Patrick
Oh,
Bamford.
Bamford. Patrick Bamford, of course. Yeah, wait, where's it being played? Who is
It's
home?
being
Who is
played at
away?
Leeds.
Ellen Rowe, right.
Yeah, right.
So Leeds home. Patrick Bamford. I don't know what his home record is like, but you know what? With Leeds, to be honest, in my opinion, I don't think it matters where they play, home or away, because Bielsa's side, this Leeds side, is pretty consistent in how much effort they put in. Always, gotta love this Leeds side. Um, yeah, and then on the other hand, you have Newcastle, who they've had a couple of key injuries lately.
They're
Fraser
up
was
and
out
down.
a couple of
No,
games. Wilson,
coronavirus as well, right? Coronavirus hit their team. That
yeah,
still has an impact on them.
we did say that about the last game as well. And we were just speculating whether or not that week off had a big impact on the players and what would they do. But they still won in the end,
Yeah, but
2-0.
not convincingly, right?
Well, 2-0 win is, I think convincing. But in terms of the actual play, I think they did all right.
They
I think
won
they did all
2-1.
right. But this is away to Leeds.
Yeah.
And Leeds have had kind of they haven't run into a stop sign, shall we say? But
Yeah.
the fast pace and the pressing games that they started this season with on a high note, I think it's plateaued a little bit. So
It's their goal scoring ability hasn't diminished, but them conceding hasn't reduced either. So their
mm,
defensive vulnerabilities is what is being exposed in Premier League. In Championship, you keep scoring and the players get demoralized, whereas in Premier League, they concede and some players get that energy to push back, like Podence today.
oh, so impressed with that performance. Wait, oh well, Wolf is done in it, but yeah, I
Yeah.
tweeted that out. What a performance by Podence, and he got a goal for all his
But
effort.
those
Well
kind of
deserved.
that kind of hunger is
Mm,
what Leeds have. And
yep.
Leeds, a lot of players, they are not world class players, but
Mm,
they when they come in as a unit, they are determined to score. Forget about their defensive side because they leave the defense exposed, but attackingly, they are quite good. And Newcastle is going to struggle because quite a lot of their key defenders are out. Manquilos, Lascelles, both of them are out. Saint Maximin is out as well, and
still
so is Fabian Scar. Because I think it's because of COVID. They might have got serious COVID infection.
Oh, really?
But
Okay.
yeah,
Sam
so
has been out for a few weeks now, hasn't he?
yeah, he has.
Right. Yeah. Their main man, obviously, Wilson, still playing. Joe Linton, still playing.
Fraser's back.
Fraser. Yeah, I think should be a good game. I hope it's a good game.
I'm going
Um,
with 3-2. Sorry, I can't wait for prediction.
who?
3-2 to Leeds.
What? You can't do that. No. I know you have a justification for that. You just did that.
Yeah.
Lead. Okay. Yeah, yeah, no, I think you've kind of said your reasons why they are a um very determined
The
side.
main reason
I'm
for
gonna
me,
go for I'm going for Newcastle for the win. Um I just feel like I just feel like Newcastle are kind of on the rise again after their little break away from top form. They're going back towards it and then Leeds and going in the opposite direction almost. Like you say, they keep conceding.
mm,
Um, they've not had the best of past few games. You know, with Leeds and sometimes Wolves as well. With Leeds especially, like their effort is always there, and that's what I love about these Championship sides which come up to the Premier League. The effort is always there, but they're small clubs, not much money. They can't buy in as many players, so the effort is there, but they don't always produce the results to get the
what
points.
what score are you going with for Newcastle?
Yeah, Newcastle 2-0.
2-1.
2-1. 2-1. I do think Bamford somehow always manages to get in. Bamford,
For me,
Klitsch, if they get a penalty again.
yeah,
Um,
I've got Bamford and Wilson, so I have to go for a high scoring game. 3-2 it is for me.
okay, 3-2 to Leeds. I'm gonna say 2-1 to Newcastle. Right.
Cool.
That's it.
Mm.
Right. Welcome to All Football. This is matchday 13 game preview for Liverpool versus Tottenham. What a game. What an absolute I don't know, give me a word here. What an absolute game
Cracker.
to look forward to, let's say, yeah. Well, we expect it. We expect it to be a very, very good game. And knowing Liverpool
We
and
are going to be doing a stream on this for sure, live watch along.
we are going to be doing a stream on this, yeah. We will be streaming this on this channel, All Football, and live watch along. So, right, big
Liverpool's
expectations.
got, let me just go through the injuries first. Matip is injured. Keita is injured. They will be tested, but I don't expect them to play. Shaqiri's out. James Milner's out. Uh, Alcantara is out for Spurs. Bale is out. Eric Lamela and Tanganga is also out as well. So yeah, those are the injuries.
Tanguy's out. He played last game.
No, not Tanguy. Tanganga, the defender.
Tanganga, okay. I think it's okay. I was thinking Ndombele. All right, okay. Yeah, we expect a big entertaining football, shall we say. But then I'm a bit cautious nowadays of saying that, seeing
Because all
that
the big games have resulted
the
in
match.
million draws.
Yeah, I said the same thing about the Chelsea and Spurs match, and that derby was just like, what is this?
And United and City as well.
And then United City. So I'm a bit cautious, but the high-paced football that Liverpool plays, the
counter-attacking football that
counter
Spurs play.
and defensive football that Tottenham plays. But then you have the Harry Kane and Heung-min Son duo right now on fire, absolute fire. So you do expect, I want to say left and right, box to box kind of play, but hey ho, we'll see. I just want to see entertaining football. Spurs for the win, by the way.
I want to be swapped away by this match.
Yeah, I don't know about that, man. I'm just I'm gonna keep my expectations on the ground for now. What do you think? Oh, did you see the press conference, Mourinho, by the way? So he was just talking about when Klopp, how Klopp was saying we have so many injuries, we're stricken with injuries, and then Mourinho being Mourinho, he's saying, you know what, this is just all part of the game. Your main players, he's saying to Liverpool, Klopp, basically, that your main players are all playing. So apart from Van Dijk, all of your key players are not injured. Everyone's available pretty much. So why are you crying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's Mourinho's mind games. That's before every game.
That's exactly. And what's funny about Mourinho is if that was his side, he would say, this player injured, that player injured, this player injured. What are we supposed to do? But that's Mourinho. But that was a funny watch at lunchtime today. Right. Predictions then.
It's a top of the table battle. I'm going with a draw 2-2.
2-2 draw. I want Spurs to win.
Why?
I'm a United fan. Liverpool fans and they are Liverpool fans. But
do you know how much Spurs fans are going to hype this up if they win at Liverpool?
Yeah, let it be, man. Fine, but I'd rather Spurs than Liverpool. But do I think Spurs are going to win? I think they can do it. I think they can definitely do it. But Mourinho is a very tactical manager. He's got the winning formula right now, and he's not going to change it. He might tweak it a little bit, specifically for Liverpool. So bearing that in mind, I am very inclined to say a draw 2-2.
Oh, same as mine then.
Huh?
Same as mine then.
Oh, you said 2-2?
Yeah.
2-2.
You went from a Spurs win to a challenging game to almost a Liverpool win to a 2-2 draw.
But in that process of kind of logical, or the speculative reasoning, I have arrived at this conclusion or this prediction. I think it's going to be a draw, 2-2, not 0-0. I think there will be goals. It's just about how many. So 2-2.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Welcome to All Football. This is Fulham versus Brighton preview. This is almost like a bottom fight for relegation, 2 points separating both the teams. With Fulham manager will now have Mitrovic available, which is good because he's good scorer. Who else is Brighton boss? Lallana will be back, Lamptey will be back, and Adam Webster will be back. So that's some strong players that he's having back in his
Lamptey
squad.
finally.
So no major injuries. Yeah.
Just a word on Lamptey, because really encouraging for them, by the way. Very, very encouraging to have him back. But the kind of is he going to be fully match fitness, because he's missed so, in football terms, that's a long period out. So I'm sure he's been training, but there's no way that he's going to be fully match fit. And for for it to be hanging just above the relegation zone, they are going to need their players to be in top form. And on the other hand, you have Fulham, who have surprised us, haven't they? Let's be honest here. We have predicted them to lose, like all the previous three
They drew at Liverpool last week, mate.
I know.
Just about won it with a controversial penalty. They just about lost the game or drew the game with a controversial penalty.
That's it. I know. To them, it's a draw in the end. Doesn't really matter controversial or not. Against Leicester, they won. That was surprising. We did not expect that. They lost against City, but only 2-0. We expected 4 goals, 5 goals
5-0
against them. I think I said 4-0 or 5-0, something like that, thinking it Fulham and Man City, complete opposites. And then they drew against Liverpool. Who knew? Okay, so I'm pretty sure they're very much. So that's 3 games.
Liverpool as the bar. If you're taking Liverpool as the bar, Brighton drew with Liverpool as well.
Yeah, no, we're not taking Liverpool as the bar. But we're isolating Fulham here and talking about their 3 previous games and how they're going to be feeling about it. So after these 3 games, I think all their key players are there. So they're gonna be pretty in a good headspace, and against Brighton, they won against Leicester. Leicester's doing amazing. They didn't manage to hold fort against City. They still lost, but they did do damage control. 2-0, and they managed to draw against Liverpool. So they are going to be very much encouraged. And now they face Brighton. Of course, anything can happen. But I think the kind of logical prediction we could come to is this could be a draw or a win for Fulham, dare I say. Screw it. I'm going to say Fulham for the win for this.
What's the prediction?
I am going to say 2-0. 2-0 to Fulham. Me going out on a limb here.
2-1 Brighton for me.
2-1 Brighton. Fair enough.
Brighton, I think, will outplay Fulham because I think Fulham does well when they are playing against big teams, but when they play against smaller teams, they can be destroyed.
Yeah, fair enough. And we know
Brighton
plenty of other teams
structured,
do that.
Brighton are quite well structured, so I think they will win it.
Yep. I think actually, let me tweak that a little bit. Instead of 2-0, 2-1, because Fulham do concede, and I think they'll concede tomorrow as well. So, but in the end, I think they might just snatch the win. So 2-1 to Fulham for me.
Cool.
Right.
Welcome to All Football. This is West Ham versus Palace, 8 p.m. kickoff on Wednesday. So going through the team news first, West Ham will be without Mikel Antonio and Masuaku as well. That's two big losses for them. Sidelined with knee operation, Masuaku, and Antonio is recovering from hamstring. Benrahma is set to make his second start, which is good. So Benrahma has impressed quite well.
Yep.
For Crystal Palace, Sako is going to be tested later, closer to the time. And Palace don't have any further injuries, which is good. Palace have been in some amazing form over the weeks, man. They have up and down, and so have West Ham. This is actually a very good game. This could be an amazing game to watch. I'm going to be watching this along with Liverpool and Spurs.
Right. And I'm gonna talk about West Ham. David Moyes couldn't quite hack it at United, but he's definitely hacking it here at West Ham. They're in really good form. What can you say? I was just looking at their past alert. They won against Leeds. Before that, yeah, they lost against Man United. United came from behind to win. I think it was, yeah. But they put in a good game. Then before that, they won against Aston Villa, and Villa have been in real good form of late. This whole season, they've been in good form. Before that, they beat Sheffield, no surprise there. They beat Fulham, not really much surprise there. They lost to Liverpool, and then they drew against City. They drew against Tottenham. They won against Leicester, and they beat Wolves. So madness, So they've been doing really well. So they're in their head, like their morale is up there at the moment.
And
I'm
they're sitting
guessing they
7th in
feel
the table right now.
exactly, and that speaks volumes. And I don't think just that does any justice. So if you really do look at some of the highlights, definitely watch the highlights to see how they've been doing. But when we look at their actual play, so I've seen quite a few West Ham games full, all full games, and they're tough. Like there's no other word to describe it. Like Palace, for example. These guys are
They're
tough.
physical.
They're big. They're strong. They're very physical. And David Moyes basically is like taking old style of football and merging it into the modern kind of elements
But
here, which is really working for him.
that's the thing though with Palace as well. They're quite strong physically as well, so it's like clash of physicals. And when Spurs drew with Crystal Palace last week, Mourinho called them giants.
Yeah, and then they are, aren't they? So
yeah, so this is
really looking forward to this game.
Yeah,
It should be very good. And
good
you say it's a physical side versus a physical side. Palace very tough. West Ham very tough.
I
In
expect a
top
lot of
form.
yellow cards.
Yeah, you do expect a lot of yellow cards if you don't watch the match and you only go through the in one of the apps. Just go through the game summary. You're gonna see a lot of yellow rectangles. So yeah,
What's your
I
prediction?
don't know about the prediction, man. I don't think I can. Well, I can. I think West Ham will win.
My prediction is going to be wrong, but I'm going to go with a 2-2 draw.
2-2 draw. I was going to say 2-2. I'm gonna say 1-0 to West Ham.
Side. 1-0.
You West expect
Ham. A clean sheet.
To West Ham, yeah, I do. I do expect a clean sheet. While Crystal Palace is all good and tough and everything, but they do manage to not do enough to get the goal sometimes, and I've seen that way too many times. But they could surprise us. They've got the youngster in Eze, they've got Zaha, they've got Townsend. By the way, do you know that like if you remove Eze, then Palace is a very like on average their age is like 27, 28. So towards the late 20s, they're quite an old squad, old side.
Yeah.
And I was just checking that. So they do have quite a bit of experience.
Just think about it. Zaha came to United in his early 20s in
Mm.
2013. 2012,
He came in his early 20s. What? I
Yeah.
thought he was 20 when he came. Like
No,
2020.
no, no.
And then we let him go, man. Felt bad. Anyway, that's another topic, another day, another video. Prediction, yeah, I'm gonna say 1-0 West Ham.
1-0 West Ham. I'm going with uh to draw.
2-2 draw, yeah. Fine, fair,
Yeah.
okay.
Right. Let's wrap these two next up quickly.
Okay. All right.
Because I know United, you're going to
This
take a
is
very long time.
Thursday, right?
Villa Burnley. I don't have any team news on that.
Why?
I don't know. The Sky Sports app doesn't have any info on it.
Well, that's fine. Right. Hello. Welcome to All Football. This is Matchday 13 game preview for Aston Villa versus Burnley. Thursday kickoff, 6 p.m. Start with Aston Villa. Really good form. I'm pretty sure they are in. They've got, their morale must be quite high. They had that one game. Who was it against? Newcastle. That was postponed.
Yep.
Which means they have a game in hand, don't they? No,
Two
they should
games.
have two games in hand because
2 games in
right at the
hand.
start of the season they didn't play.
Mm.
So that's 2 games in hand, right?
Mm.
That's
Yeah,
the table,
2 games
yeah.
in hand.
2 games in hand, right? One against Wolves, very tough side. Wolves lost to West Ham, but then one against Brighton, Aston Villa, one against Arsenal. that memorable 3-0. We'll be remembering that and talking about it for quite a while. Lost to Southampton, lost to Leeds, but their away form, they beat Leicester 1-0, and the most famous of all, 7-2 win against Liverpool. So that's another one we'll be talking about for a long time. What a beast of a game! Like Jack Grealish, I think, was the star man there. But my point is, past 6-7 game weeks, they have been quite consistent in their effort on the pitch. They have been very persistent, and it's like a totally new Aston Villa compared to previous seasons. And their away record this season is very good. It's almost like they're better away than home. I mean, they are. They've won more away than at home, I think. So yeah, I think mentally they're in a good place. And now for them to go into this game against Burnley, they're going to be going in obviously thinking we can do this, we got this. Yeah, so I do think they're going to win. By the way, I do think Aston Villa
For
going to
me,
win.
for me, I think Burnley have not been doing as great, but they haven't been terrible either. And I think Villa are not as consistent as you call it to be. They've won 60% of their games. 40% they've lost.
Consistent in terms of effort is what I was saying.
Yep. And as you mentioned, Villa at home haven't been that amazing. So I think Burnley will nick this. And Burnley winning at Arsenal was a morale boost for them. Obviously, none
Yeah,
of the Burnley players scored. It was scored by Aubameyang. But still,
exactly.
that makes a difference. So I think Burnley will take it. I am going to go with 2-1 for Burnley.
2-1 to Burnley. Interesting. I am going to say 2-0 Aston Villa. 2-0 Aston Villa.
Cool. And
right.
Hello, welcome to All Football. And here comes the final game of this game week 13. That is Sheffield United versus Manchester United.
Right. Not the most key or worthy of highlighting the game of the game week. Not the biggest fixture, but it's there, and I think it's another very, very important game for Man United. Last match, the Manchester Derby, United versus City. What a dead game! What a boring game it was. and I can't believe Ollie called it one of the best performances against City.
Defensively, it was.
Defensively, it was, yeah. But that's because everyone expected City to win almost.
Yeah,
I had a change of I had a change of opinion at the start, and I thought I was feeling good. I genuinely thought we could win before
we
even
put on a
kickoff.
United top, mate, for the preview for the match.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. United, any key injuries in
no, I don't.
these
I
two
don't think there
teams?
is any major injuries
Fred
for
is
available.
back.
He was. I think so. I haven't. Sorry, I haven't got the team news. I haven't got the
Okay.
update on that.
Was he not banned for 3 games?
No, he's back now. That was the ban was in Champions League, right?
Champions League. Oh, that
Yeah.
stupid thing you did. Silly fouls. Okay, cool. So yeah, everyone is available then. It pretty much he's going to play diamond. We're not going to talk about the tactical possibilities now. But more likely than not, he's probably going to play diamond. Whereas the only I think who he's going to play in the middle is possibly the biggest question mark. The other players, they have chosen
Yeah.
themselves.
Strikers as well.
Yep.
Striker. Who you gonna play? Cavani. I think Cavani might be fit this time round. Do you
Yeah, if
play
he
Cavani?
is
Do you
fit,
play
I think he will
Martial?
play. But I think Greenwood, Marshall is a probably he might play. But I think everyone is available for Ollie to choose, um, and they're all at his disposal. But it's just about seeing who's
And then
the
he's got
fittest.
another game on Sunday as well. So he needs to make sure that he has enough squad depth to play a
We
full
have
team on
we
Sunday.
have plenty. I think we have plenty of players. We have the squad depth. We can rotate. It's just about Ollie trying to find the best combination for
Mm.
each of the game and just systematically, strategically, tactically rotate these players, and play them properly in that way. And on the other hand, we have Sheffield,
Mhm.
who are having a terrible season, to put
Mm.
it mildly, I think. There's, sitting at the bottom of the table, they will get relegated at this rate. And it's going to be so tough for them to come out of the bottom three. What can you say? I mean,
Yeah,
yeah, they've just had a really
I
bad.
have. I literally have no words for them, man. I feel
Yeah,
sorry for them because last season they were so strong
yeah,
defensively,
defensively, yeah, yeah. Um,
and
and they were quite
they've
very
only
inconsistent. All of that
yeah
has just come apart this season. There were some, I think, changes, um, not player off the pitch, and that might have had an effect. Or it could just be quite simply they couldn't
Dean
continue the
Henderson
form
leaving
from previous season.
or Dean
Um,
Henderson leaving.
one keeper,
Nah, just
I don't know.
joking.
No, but yeah, they haven't had the best of forms. They
Mhm.
have. What is their actual starts? Yeah, so they've lost 11, they've drawn one, and they have won 0. So they haven't won a single game this season.
I
Really
expect
bad
that to
pass
continue
accuracy.
for me.
Their passing accuracy is 75%. Their possession is poor, 39%. But if they can't keep the ball, the pass accuracy doesn't really mean much, does it? And goals conceded per game is 1.8. Goals
Mm.
scored per game is 0.4. But once again, none of this means anything if you're not going to win. So
Yeah,
they better fix up soon. And let me just look at their next few fixtures. So they got United this tomorrow. Then they go to Brighton and then Everton and then Burnley and then Palace, then Newcastle, then Tottenham. I mean, apart from, I guess, Brighton and Burnley are the two easiest games you expect out of those that I've just called out. And I don't know. To be honest, I don't think Sheffield can beat anyone at this as it
yeah.
is
At
right now.
this rate, yeah, I don't think so because it's a disarray. Plus, as I
Mm.
mentioned, big teams have the squad depth. We are looking at which players at almost every position. United have two players who will fight for each positions, right? So left back Dan James, left wing Dan James uh, and Rashford,
Yeah, no, no.
Marshall,
And
Cavani.
without going into specifics, we will do
Yeah,
that in another
and
video. But now
Burnley,
we
and
have
sorry, and for Sheffield, they don't even have the full team to play 11 players. With them playing on Saturday or Sunday, they are going to play on Thursday and again in the weekend. So I don't expect them to come back. I expect Sheffield relegation, and I expect United domination in this game. So I'm going to go with 3-0 United.
3-0 United. Yeah, I matched that
Yeah.
3-0. I think is a good shout. Could even be more, could even be less. You never know with United, do we? But 3-0 is a reasonable prediction against Sheffield, considering it's United.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Cool.
that wraps up our match day 13 game preview.